What practical conclusions may we now draw for our propaganda work among women? The task of this party Congress must not be to issue detailed practical suggestions, but to draw up general directions for the proletarian women's movement. Clara Zetkin. It is out of the question that the task of socialist women's activity should be to alienate proletarian women from duties as wives and mothers. On the contrary, it must operate so this task is fulfilled better than before, precisely in the interests of the proletariat. Clara Zetkin. The capitalists speculate on the two following factors. The female worker must be paid as poorly as possible, and the competition of female labor must be employed to lower the wages of male workers as much as possible. Clara Zetkin. For reforms ameliorate the situation of the working class, they lighten the weight of the chains labor is burdened with by capitalism, but they are not sufficient to crush capitalism and to emancipate the workers from their tyranny. Clara Zetkin. The most disastrous phenomenon of the current situation is the factor that imperialism is employing for its own ends all the powers of the proletariat, all of its institutions and weapons, which its fighting vanguard has created for its war of liberation. Clara Zetkin. In the women's world, as well as in the men's world, there exists the class law and the class struggle, and it appears as fully established that sometimes between the socialist working women and those belonging to the middle class, there may be antagonisms. Clara Zetkin. Women's propaganda must touch upon all those questions which are of great importance to the general proletarian movement. The main task is, indeed, to awaken the women's class consciousness and to incorporate them into the class struggle. Clara Zetkin. When the men are silent, it is our duty to raise our voices in behalf of our ideals.